Welcome to my fragrance show. We'll learn together and grow together. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome to my fragrance show. I am Marshall's Blend Fragrance, and today we're going to be talking about 3 fragrances that I purchased over at Marshall's. Did you know my name Martial in English is pronounced Marshall? So this one is from the trading company Windjammer, and this one's called Sunrise. This one is called Cumulus Sky. You can't really see it. And this one is Modern Gentleman's Spice. They're all going for like 34 something online, but you can get it way cheaper on FragranceNet, and at Marshall's I was able to get it for $9.99. And it says the suggested price is $16. This one was $12.99 compared, or they say compared to $20. Let's talk about Sunrise. Sunrise, that's this one. Sunrise is a sophisticated perfume by Windjammer Trading Co. This delightful fragrance builds upon an earthy foundation of sandalwood, cedar, vanilla, moss, amber, and musk. The floral heart notes of heady jasmine, romantic violet, delicate geranium, exotic orange blossom, and sensual muguet infuse the aroma with a strong floral accord that is soft and enchanting. So the description here began from the base up. It sounds I'm gonna like it, right? Because you guys know I love vanilla, I love oak moss, I love well, they didn't say oak moss. I love moss and musk and sandalwood. So it has a wonderful foundation. And so it's a floral woody fragrance, I guess would be the description for it. So let's see how it smells. Oh. Yeah, it smells good. It smells good, but it also smells cheap. The opening, which is okay. You know what I mean? Interesting. I like the smell. This is something that I might, but yeah, it goes into something very nice very quickly. Okay, so about 20 seconds in, the fragrance shut me up. I like it a lot. The opening is, for me, I'm gonna be honest with you, as soon as I smelled the opening,
I thought about 7th grade, first day, junior high school, IS 162, Lola Rodriguez del Tio on East 149th and St. Anne's.
And I was just thinking, it's such a juvenile opening. Wow, that develops pretty quickly into something that I like, something that, something very interesting, because wow, it almost reminds me of Insurrection Dark. By the way, this bottle reminds me of Nautica and Insurrection at the same time, for obvious reasons. Looks very Nautica, very Insurrection. So this is a wonderful fragrance. I will give it that. I would definitely give it to anyone in junior high school or high school, and this would introduce them to what is potentially more mature smelling fragrances. So this is good for any age, but if you wanted to give it to someone that's younger, someone that's, you know, in junior high school to high school, I think this is perfect. And they can keep it in their book bag. It is cologne concentration. As we learned, cologne concentration is from 2 to 4% of the perfumed oils. So It can last many hours. I don't know. This is a first impression. But just in case it's a traditional cologne that lasts up to 4 hours, they can keep it in their bag or their locker and spray themselves after lunch. But it smells really good. Would I give it a score? So you know what? If you're considering giving it to a younger person, this gets a 42 to 45 out of 10. Let's go into Cumulus Sky. How many of you remember that class where you learned about cumulonimbus, cumulus, stratus, Simba? How do you remember that class? I may remember the words. Ask me to identify a cloud.
Rhombus.
So let's talk about this one. What I gotta say is, again, I love ombre styling on bottles, and this is giving me ombre, you know? So I have to give them their propers. I have to give them their propers. Would I purchase it at $34 if I knew no better? Yeah, I would. I would think it would make that much of a good gift. Okay, so let's talk about Cumulus. Cumulus, top notes are lavender, cardamom, citrus. The middle notes are muguet, sandalwood. The base note is musk, tonka bean, and sweet. So I guess this is maybe going into the gourmandy side because it says sweet, tonka bean. Let's see. So my homegirl, my boo, my friend, Marcy, she had asked what is muguet or muguet or muguet. I don't know how people pronounce it. You know, here on this channel, we pronounce it how we pronounce it. So I'm gonna call it muguet. And so muguet is also lily of the valley, lily of the valley. So you know how notes or flowers have different names, different areas, and I guess maybe for different purposes of uses. But muguet is lily of the valley, and it's actually one of the favorite notes of a very dear friend of mine. So let's check it out. I'm ready to see. You know, I found it funny when I went there to Marshall's. I am a 6 foot, 300 pound black man, and when I pressed the button for the assistance, it took 15 to 20 minutes for someone to come. So that is a not evasion, but it's like it's intended to make the person leave. This is Marshall's on 3rd Avenue, Bronx, New York. And when the person finally did come, they came with an attendant next to them. And they the first thing they did was remove the cap and do this. Hold on to it for dear life and do this. As in for me to just smell it like that. And I says, no, you can give it to me for me to smell. And I smelled it. Obviously I'm wearing a mask. The other thing was, they were not wanting me to carry them, and they insisted on them carrying it and taking it to the counter area, which, mind you, this is loss prevention. I've worked loss prevention for over 11 years, so I respect what they're doing. But sadly, together with that loss prevention, in my opinion, was racial profiling. You know what I mean? Those are just interesting things that occur. And if someone were to say, oh, that's just in your head, no. No, it's not. That's the life of a 6 foot, 300 pound black man. Anywhere I go, it's profiling and it's loss prevention. Even places that I've been to for years. Okay, so let's see how it smells. This is an interesting smell. See, this one doesn't smell as juvenile, and the opening is not as cheap. Okay. This one is nice, I have to say. This one is nice. I dare say it's even universal, you know, whereas, you know, for me, I don't really, I don't subscribe to, oh, for guys, for girls. But I do recognize that there are notes that are typically, sociologically, and just customarily more for one or for the other. What I'm getting now is not so appealing to me. It feels like the lavender and the lily of the valley are having a fight to see who is going to be recognized most. And the lavender won. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, it's becoming something very nice. Okay, so both these fragrances, their opening feel dubious, you know? But then it becomes something nice. This one, the Cumulus, would get a 22 if I were giving it to a younger person. To give to an older person or a person who has a more experienced nose, I probably would not give it to them. So on a juvenile scale, it's at a 22. On an adult scale, it's at a 10, meaning A, I bought it, I'll use it, but I wouldn't give it as a gift. So now we're going to try the Modern Gentleman Spice. Let's see what it smells like. I like the way they described it here. Would you like me to read you that description? Do you care to hear how they described it? I would love to read it to you. Spice is deep and vibrant, capturing the fragrance of authentic, bright zest. The soft warmth accent is a combination of orange zest, yuzu, pink pepper, amber. We are honored to be one small part of your personal journey. Go forth and be great. Top notes: orange zest, yuzu, pink pepper. Mid notes are lavender, labdanum, geranium. Base notes: patchouli, suede, tonka bean. Pretty busy. Sounds like it's pretty busy. Let's see what it's gonna do. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. That opening is really good. That opening is really good. It is spice. It is absolutely spice. It's spicy. It is all of those notes that were mentioned. It is very, I'm gonna say it's not a fragrance that smells like 2021, but it's a fragrance that someone in 2021 will say, oh wow, you smell good, what are you wearing? Does that make sense? It smells 1998, but it behaves like a classic. So it's one that 2021, 2041, 2051, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be one that people will say, oh wow, you smell good, what are you wearing? So obviously, clearly, of the three, this is the winner. Ooh, I like it even more. It seems to just get better. There is, I think the tonka bean that it has and the suede accord that it has is what gives it that feeling of 90s, you know, my age, you know? So I love it. Yeah, I really love it. So I would give this a 38 out of 10. Spice is the clear winner in the Marshall's purchase. And goodbye, my lovely fragrance blenders. I'll see and smell you soon. Ciao, ci vediamo. Parliamo domani. I really like spice.